Hold on. Let me work through my. And I do believe we're live. Just let me know that you guys can hear me. Put a 1 up or put an I can hear you up. This is a very technical show. Anybody hear me? And we got a 1. Okay, so we can hear me. So I do believe Scotty was first, followed by Bat 13. It is a little bit of a race here, I guess, like on the girls' show on Friday. It's developed into a little race, and Scotty did get on there first, followed out by Dare Dog. Of course, Wendy is here. Daddy Dutch Kent, it is nice to see you. And there is my guy, Bat 13. I believe had a little bit of an operation, I think. Never really got to the bottom of that bat, but I hope you are doing well. And we've got Barbecue Mama G. It is always good to see you. Of course, my man Kenneth is in the house. And there is Kiki in the house. It is definitely good to see her. Of course, James, good to see you. Scott, we got Scott. Kelly, good to see you. And Kiki is in the middle of cleaning her root cellar to make room for my garden harvest, but I'm here. There you go. And I'm glad you're here. And there is Robert. We are glad you are here also. And there's my man, Scotty. Chris, it is good to see you. And there is Maddie. So we've got the Longo trifecta. And that is certainly good. So we're going to keep the show loose tonight. As you guys know, who follow the stances, everyone should be here. As you guys know, who follow the channel, I've been doing some work with this company, Dusted. It's really a steak and burger seasoning. I have used it on quite a few other proteins, and it is good stuff. I did learn pretty quick on that a little bit goes a long way. And I do like to pair it with, as I fix myself up, I do like to pair it with some other stuff. And through email, he was telling me about a Grill a Month giveaway that they're doing. So as he was explaining it, I thought, why not just bring him on and, get my viewers in on it, and maybe one of them could win a grill. And that's basically the way the show is going to go today a little bit is, and there is my guy, Will, is basically, he's going to explain a little bit how the company started, because it is an interesting story. And we will get into the giveaway, and we'll just go from there. We'll play it loose today, but let me bring him on. His name is Barret. And we will go from there. If any of you have tried the Dusted and you have any questions, just ask them. And there is Lane here for the first time. Well, it is good to have you with some little ribs on your little avatar. Is that what that is called? I don't even know. But here is Barret. Let's bring him in. And there he is right there. How you doing, buddy?
Tommy. How's it going today?
Good. So let's start. And again, people don't know who you are, so there may not be a whole hell of a lot of questions.
Sure.
If anyone has tried the Dusted out there, you can bring it up. Also, if you have any rub question, let me ask you this before we get into how you started the company. Is there any plans for more rubs by Dusted?
There is not. We are a one-product company. We do one product, and we do really, really well. Our owner is emphatic that 10 years down the line, people are going to be ordering their steaks dusted in the temperature that they want, and that's what we're going for.
So he's looking to get it more into steakhouses and stuff like that.
Steakhouses, burger restaurants, and barbecue. We're currently sponsoring a Texas barbecue team. The last 2 months, they've taken first places in ribeyes and steak competitions.
What team is that? I know we got some Texas people in here.
They're called the Smoke Show.
Okay. Okay.
I
mean, it is good.
KCBS racket. Yeah.
Go ahead. Say that again.
I think they're on the KCBS circuit.
So we do have a couple dusted. Dare Dog has tried it. It's very good. Yes, a little goes a long way. I completely dusted a steak once. There you go. So completely. Anthony also I have dusted and love it. A little does go a long way. And that's one of the reasons I push, when I use it, because I try to be honest with the viewers as much as possible. And a little definitely does go a long way. And I do also like to pair it up with some other rubs in different proteins. So I have a nice tomahawk steak in the freezer prime that I'm going to do something with this dusted, because I don't know that I have used it flat out on a steak, because more of my recipes are get more involved than just a steak. But I do have something planned. Something planned for the dusted. So tell us about a little bit how the company started.
Sure. So Dusted's based out of Sarasota, Florida. Our owner, Chris Abbott, is a VMI grad and ex-Army. It's a veteran-owned company. During COVID, him and his wife spent a lot of time in the kitchen and a lot of time on the grill, just playing around with different stuff. And they came up with this combination that they really loved on their steaks and on their burgers. And he made the jump and leap, like most folks in this business, to start the company. And it's 2 years later now. We're on Amazon, we're on Walmart, online, we're in stores across the nation. Yeah.
So we do have a question. Is it would you say it's a charcoal base?
It is. So there's only 4 ingredients: salt, pepper, garlic, and charcoal. Everything is organic except for the sea salt, including the charcoal. The charcoal actually comes from organic charcoal coconut husks.
Okay. And you see Scotty back there says dusted the original seasoning. There is only one, so he's making a play. Maybe he wants to get a little bit of dusted. He's writing everything out. Copying, I guess that's a copy and paste, maybe. That's my guy Scotty. And let me see, Wendy. I also agree with link above. Are you in Ohio, or is this a different link? You're not in Ohio, are you?
No, we're based in Florida. Yeah.
She might be talking to somebody. Okay, I see. Classic Todd says Classic Todd says he needs it here in Ohio. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so. So it's a veteran-owned company, correct? So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So Chris, our owner, is a Virginia Military Institute graduate, and then he took a commission into the Army after that. And then after he got out of the Army, he started working developing software, and he's become a software developer. And then, COVID hit, obviously, and there wasn't a lot going on. So he started working in the kitchen with his wife, and they've come up with this seasoning. He still develops software on the side, but Dusted's become the primary focus.
Mm-hmm. And are you a veteran also, or?
I'm not. I'm actually a military spouse. My wife is active duty Navy. We're stationed here in Asia right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm online from overseas.
Oh, no show.
She's 20 years Navy. She runs the communications for most of the bases in the Pacific.
Oh, nice. I know we've got a couple veterans in here. I know Judge Webb is in here. He's a veteran. There could be one or two more. Let me just go here and see. And there is Scotty order dusted. So Scotty is on top of things. Reading down the list, just ordered some, excited to try. There you go. And Bat. So what happened? Not you, Barret. This is a question for Bat 13 because I don't know. I know he had a little procedure. Bat, if you could leave that in the comments so I know what is happening. just ordered some. Okay, we said that. There was someone else in here who tried it, and I passed right over him. Maybe no. I passed right over him. Someone else in here had tried it. The comments are coming quick. I got mine from Amazon. And Lane is an Army sniper vet. And Judge Webb says military spouses and families rock.
Thanks, Judge Webb.
Okay, so there is Brandon just orders some dusted. I will try it on my channel soon. That is Scotty. So the thing that caught my attention, and the reason I wanted to have you on, you started to explain the grill giveaway, and I said, well, why not just come on the show real quick and explain it to some of the viewers. So I'm going to pop up the page, and if you can go in and explain that, and that way I'll understand it, because again, I never took the explanation. I figured come on here and do it, and then I can bring it up in my videos because I will have fully understanded it. But let me pull the page up. Hold on, how do I do that? What they do? Change. Looks like they changed some things in here. Oh, boy. You there? Hold on. They actually changed my whole setup in here. I'm probably not going to be able to pull the page up. Hold on. Oh, I made you small. You know what? They changed everything. So why don't you explain?
Yeah, so Dusted, as part of our video series, does grill reviews, much like you do. And we do a different grill every month that we review, along with doing some Dusted recipes on those grills. And our owner actually buys two. So he'll buy one to use in the studio, and then the other one, we do a giveaway every month. If you go to our website, order at Dusted, I think I gave you the link too. If you order at dusted.com, there's a link. You just put in your email, and then you're automatically entered for a free grill. I know in July here, we are testing out a Blackstone flat top, and we'll be giving one of those away at the end of the month. It's not a situation where you give us your email and we inundate you with emails every day trying to sell you Dusted or sending you to partners or selling your information or any of that stuff. You get one newsletter a month about what's going on at Dusted, and then you get entered into a grill giveaway. And then the first of every month, we announce the grill for the next month, and we start it all over again. But every month, there's a chance to win a free grill.
Okay, so basically the gist is you just want people to sign up for the newsletter, and you don't inundate them with any BS. For some reason, everything has changed here. Wait, hold on. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Oh, shit. Hold on. Where's Barbecue Pops? Can I get him on this? Wait 1 second now. Everything is so different. Okay. Here it is. I want to be like a professional show, but there it is. I finally found the giveaway. So you have given away. So the Blackstone is now.
Yep, that's this month. So at the end of the month, we'll collect all the names and we'll do a drawing for the winner for the Blackstone. Last month we gave away that Scorched by Flame King.
Okay, now is this USA only? I got a lot of Canadian friends in here, and I also got some overseas friends.
Yes, USA only for right now.
Okay, so it is USA only. Sorry, my Canadian friends. But that's always seems the way it is. All right, so there is the link. Basically, I posted the link in here, and all you got to do is go there, enter to win our monthly grill away, put your email in, and then that automatically enters you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you don't have to click on anything?
Nope. We draw a winner at the end of the month, and using that email, we'll get back in touch with the winner. There's also a second and third place prize. Chris usually gives away a grill kit, like spatulas and tongs and everything. And then third place is usually a Dusted package.
Okay, so they don't have to come back to the website once they're into the email newsletter. It's all, you're basically all good to go.
Exactly.
Okay, and who's making those videos? I see. Is that Chris?
That's Chris, our owner. Yep.
Okay, there you go. And is that a studio he's in?
Yep, that's our Dustin studio at our manufacturing. We do all of our own manufacturing and bottling right in Sarasota, Florida. We keep the middleman out of it, so everybody gets a fair price.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let me see if I can share out of this without not losing everybody. There you go. So that's basically it. So now that I understand it, I'm working on a video tomorrow, and I'll sure get this in my video, and because now I can explain it, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Sounds good, and I'll get you some more bottles soon for another Dusted giveaway on
Yeah.
another live show.
Yeah, whenever you want to do giveaway, I have enough here, but whenever you guys want to do a giveaway, now I may be winding this show down. So far, I'm still going. It might not be every month, but look, if I have a giveaway, even if I have a giveaway to do, I will do a show because I like to give stuff away to the viewers. So, so anytime, just let me know. Let me just make sure there's no more questions, and then I will let you fly.
We want to make sure we support you and support your viewers. We appreciate everything, and thank you all for the orders. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, and I believe I told you this in email, and it's true. As an influencer, I have worked with a couple companies, and sure, they send me a check every month, but there's no communication, and it's kind of beat personally. So as an influencer, hold on. As an influencer, we love communication. We don't just want to take the check. We want to get communication back and forth on how we're doing. If there's anything you want to see, all that stuff, especially for me anyway, is very important. And I believe I told you I do appreciate that you do check in with me, find out what's going on. Do you need anything? What do you have planned as far as recipes? Because that just tells me that you're involved in what I'm doing and not just sending over a check every month. The check is nice, don't get me wrong, but I do want a company to be more involved in the process, because then you're involved with the customers also.
Yeah, we're looking for long-term relationships, both with you, Tommy, and the customers.
Yeah,
we're gonna be gallery fans for a long time.
good. There you go. All righty. So let's leave on that galleries fans comment. How about that?
All right.
I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, buddy. And tell your wife thanks for the service and your boss. All right, man.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
So that's Dusted right there. And I meant what I said, as an influencer, we want to work with companies that want to work with us. We don't just want to receive a check and never receive an email saying either nice job or do you need anything or what do you have coming up? Have you got any feedback from your viewers? Just certain stuff like that. And, it is good to see that these guys do check in with me. How's my mic volume? Because I just lowered it a little bit. I remember last week it was a little bit loud. Let me just read here. As a one-man show, there you go. And Barbecue Mama G with a dang. And that's true. Scotty does help me. He's the man behind the scenes, I guess you could say, posting up the links. It is between shipping and duty tax kills. He is lucky to have you as part of the team, Scotty. Moderating is a big job. Customs is weird. How did I come to work from the company? That's I guess these companies become fans, fans of myself or the show, um, and they reach out to. I'm seeing why my camera seems to be shaking, and they reach out. They reach out to me, um, as I guess somebody who has seen the show. Now, we get a lot of, or at least I do. I get Chinese companies hitting me up, daily on stuff. And I was happy to see an American company here for sure, especially a veteran um, company. We definitely like to support the veterans, so they reach out that way. And I'm pretty straight up with companies. I don't do anything for free anymore. A lot of people want to send me rubs. I mean, I have a ton of rubs. I mean, a ton. And I flat out tell them, you can send it, but I can never guarantee you that it's going to get on air. Because there's just so many rubs. There's so many rubs, and a lot of people send them out, and a lot of them I just give away. I just never get a chance to use. I mean, I know Kenny from Daddy Dutch's in here. He gave me a rub when I was out in Houston. It took me, I think, I don't know, 6 months to use, or whatever it was, a long time. Um, because as a channel, there is no shortage of rubs that comes to the channel. I did that interview with Steven Reichland, and he sent over 30 rubs, and if you think about it, what am I going to do with 30 rubs? You know how long, hey, hello, hold on. How long it's going to take me to try out 30 rubs. And when I pick out rubs, and I'm just rambling now, but when I pick out rubs, I base a rub that I'm going to use on a recipe. So I try to match it up. So I never pick the recipe and then I never pick the rub and then pick the recipe. I pick the recipe and then I start hunting the rubs. And that's what brought me to Daddy Dutch's. I forgot what I used Kent's rub on, but it's a spicy rub, and what I was cooking called for that little bit of a bite, so it was perfect. So yeah, so that's basically. So I never find companies. I only reached out to one company, believe it or not, and that's that uh, knife sharpener that you see behind me. I ran into them when I went to Chicago for work, for a food show to work, and I saw them there and struck a conversation with them. That's the other than that, I don't reach out to companies anymore. They usually, when you start hitting that 60, 70,000 subscriber, 100,000 subscribers, one day I'll get there. When you start hitting that mark, companies are going to find you. And to be quite honest with you, Dare Dog and whoever, I keep my prices low. And the reason I keep my prices low, because I love to cook anyway. So I'd rather just be paid lower than someone else is asking to cook, because I'm going to cook anyway. Now I don't cook for nothing. I don't give it away. My prices are still fair I feel for what I'm doing. But that's basically how I get my work. And even while we're on it, I'm bowing out of this whole game, to tell you the truth. It got too busy. uh, I don't want to be that busy. I don't want to work that much. It got to be, the days got, when Facebook went viral, my days started stretching out to 15-hour days. I mean, I would start in the morning at, 4 o'clock, and I would turn my computer off at 5, 6 o'clock. Um, it's too much, 5 days a week. So, I'm trying to back that down. I would like to get to that 100,000 subscriber base, but for me, it's just I don't want to. I don't want this to control me, and I don't want this to turn into like a business. Yeah, I'm retired after all, so um, So I'm picking and choosing the companies that I work for, basically. And again, I'm starting to ramble because that's what I do. So does me or the gentleman Barrett, salt, pepper, and granulated garlic for me for sure. Brisket is one of those things, and Kent, you know better than anybody. Brisket is one of those things you just want to keep it simple because you're going to want the meat to shine through. I'm just reading down on these, and if you have any more questions, I'm good to ramble for a little bit. The volume is good, thanks. I know last week, Wendy, it was a little high. I don't believe you were here. Yeah, it is, but it's a little different. It is more of a steak rub, where the carnivore is more for really for anything. These guys seem to have developed it for just steak and burgers, but I find it's good paired, and I'm sure you'll get some eventually, Scotty, if you don't have it already. I find it good paired with another rub when you're using a protein other than just a steak. I appreciate that, Lloyd. It's good to see you in here. Yeah, order it up, man. Look, if quite frankly, man, and I was talking to somebody about this, I would start shipping out some of these rubs to people, but the postal would kill me. Like I have so many rubs that I'm going to end up tossing some of them because what's the shelf life of rubs? I use the Uncle Steve's on and off camera. The dusted obviously, but like Steven Reichlin and just when I tell you, I have garage full of rubs. I've got in my bedroom, in my cabinet under my TV. If I can get a camera in there, it's friggin' loaded with rubs. Over here is loaded with rubs. There's rubs everywhere. My kitchen cabinets are loaded with rubs. They're everywhere. Pit Boss started sending me rubs like a year ago. I'm flush with rubs. If it wasn't so expensive to ship them out, I would ship them out. And Judge Webb said I made a generous donation to Canada for customs. So grateful for the package. Oh, there you go. I got that. M&K. We do love sending those two gems stuff. 3 gems, I should say. 3 gems. Some good clean beef sticks. And there is my buddy Colleen, 623, so I'm not too far behind. Again, I would give them to my subscribers, but the shipping would just kill me. And it's a pita, but I hear you, man. I hear you. That's exactly what I do, man. If I want to send something out to Canada, I've got a place in there that I call and order from my secret stash. Many choices, man. There are rubs everywhere. The rubs have become a big business, like even in Walmart stuff. There's pre-mixed rubs now. I don't remember that 3, 4, 5 years ago. I mean, there was always some of them, like from the big companies, but now there seems to be a lot more. There you go. We got some third place out of 34. Uncle Steve's Bird Shake and CJ's West Coast Shake. There you go. Got a big KCBS turkey smoke call yesterday, third place. I do like, I don't know if I've tried Uncle Steve Bird Shake, but I definitely love the West Coast Shake for sure. I don't know. I must have missed that conversation. I think. Do what makes you happy. And there is my man, Uncle Steve. I hope everything. When's Steve? 27. So a couple minutes. I hope everything is okay, Steve. I reached out to Steve, and I kind of felt bad because I reached out to Steve a couple days ago, thinking that the hurricane was gone, and I reached out to see if he could send me some stuff that I was out of, and I guess the hurricane was still going on, so that was kind of a brain thing on me, Steve, and I do apologize for not being up on that, but I hope everything is okay, and I'm sure it's long past now. Ken's getting some congrats in there. The dusted is definitely salty. A little bit goes a long way if that's where you're what you're talking about, Scott. And that's Uncle Pink. I don't have to send them your way. You can drive here and get some. And Lane says, had some people after me, just don't want it. I grill or smoke all the time and love it. I got a great name for, I'm guessing that is a pork rub, shoulder, back, or belly rub. Open the Wally, Tommy, and ship some out. The Wally's tight, man. The combo on Thanksgiving is the bird shake and the West Coast shake. I'm not sure if I have the bird shake. And yes, we hope Uncle Steve is doing okay. Molly is out sitting with, that's actually my wife's mother. Molly is sitting on the couch. But if you're wondering, here's the Scotta right here. Always with me. Never leaves my side. And Steve, with a little bit of an update, got power back yesterday. I'll start shipping out tomorrow, whenever. I just was doing a recipe and went to reach for my, like I was just talking about 10 minutes ago. So first comes the recipe, then comes the rub. You know, that's how I work it when I figure out a recipe. And I was doing a recipe the other day and went to reach for my dessert shake and went into a panic because I couldn't find it. So I had to shift gears. Yeah, the bird shake. There you go. I don't know. Do I have that bird shake? Is that new, the bird shake? Scott a Kitten, yes. Scott a Kitten is always with me. Always with me. And there is my guy, correctional officer for lockdown. That's a lot of words. If Molly took a road trip to Canada, you could bet I'm there also. Okay, no, bird shake isn't new, Tommy, and it's good. I don't know why that's not ringing a bell, Tommy. Bird shake is in the competition line. Competition bird shake. I don't know why that's not ringing a bell. Sorry about that. I thought maybe, I know there was some Uncle Steve behind me in the cabinet, but it's not there. Competition bird shake. So my brother-in-law has it. So is that brother-in-law? I think so. Molly is my champion for show, best for barbecue representatives, and I do believe Scotty Kitten's about ready to make a. Oh no, she walked. She walked. All right, so what do we got going on here? What's on the grills? I'll put reminders in my videos on that grill giveaway. Although I do believe I posted the link up. If you guys want to pop over there after the show and just give a sign up, when they say they're not going to hit you with a bunch of bull s, I definitely believe it. These guys are pretty straight up. Let's hear what everyone's got on the grill. Like I said, I'm slowing down a little bit, so I only have one, maybe two cooks planned this week. Usually I'm doing three, and that one extra day off from cooking is huge. I would like to get some things done. There's other things I can do. I would like, a lot of people ask me to get my recipes down in kind of like a recipe book. Maybe one day I'll work on that. And I see my man Troy's got some chicken legs on the acorn. Kevin's got some beef jerky happening. Why am I slowing down? Like I said, when my Facebook gallery page went viral, it greatly upped the money, but it also greatly upped my work schedule. And my days were 4 o'clock in the morning till 5, 6 o'clock at night. Gym in the morning, so not 4 straight. So I'll go to the gym and come back. But it was straight work. It was too much, 5 days a week. It's too much work. I always said in the beginning, Wendy, I don't want this. And again, this is just in the stage of life that I'm in. So this would be different, like for say somebody younger like M&K, or somebody younger than me, an influencer younger than me, Flat Top King, who was here last week. It would be different for them, but for me, I don't want this to turn into like a business. I don't want this to feel like a business. I run it like a business now, but I don't want to get stressed. I don't want to overwork. I want to continue to have fun. I want to continue to go out and do, like, either with M&K or when I went to Houston, go out and do stuff like that, or with Chef's Temp. So I don't want this to consume me, and I'm trying to slow it down, which isn't easy to do because, once this stuff gets rolling, it's hard to slow it down. The only way I would slow it down would be to stop posting, and I don't want to do that. So to me, and trust me, and I'm not bragging, okay, because I'm going to back this up, but the amount of money that I made in 1 month was scary. Okay. And I don't want to make that much money every month. As crazy as that sounds, I mean, you may have never even heard that before. It is the God's honest truth. I don't need it. I don't want to make it, because it's just going to inundate me with nothing but headaches. I know it will, with the IRS, with everything. It's too much. If I was 30 years old, that would be a different story. I'd be high on the hog, I'm sure. Pushing for more and more and more. Companies like AB and maybe what CJ wants, and like I said, Flat Top King is just different from where I am in life. I paid my dues. I worked, all my life. I'm not looking to make that type of money now. First of all, I don't need it. I've been saving for 40 years. My money is saved. So I'm just looking to have fun, make some money, get that 100,000, meet some people. That was really always the goal here. And now 3, 4 years ago, if everything blew up, that may be different. But again, 3, 4 years ago, I was still in my 50s, so you don't think there's much of a difference in ages between the 3, 4 years ago and now, but there is. And now that's not the place that I'm in. So that's basically why. And when I say slowing down, that doesn't mean that I am not having as much fun today. Matter of fact, I am having more fun today than I was 3, 4 years ago, and the money helps. But I don't want this to turn this into where I'm not having fun. First of all, I don't want to hire nobody. I'm not hiring editors. I'm not hiring camera people. This was always meant to be enjoyed by myself and not by hiring people, because again, then it just starts turning more into a business. So that's basically where I'm at, Wendy. Definitely. No doubt about it. 100%. Money bags, 5 figures, 6 figures. Maybe that's just something you'll only understand when you get a little bit more up there in age. That it's just always not really about. It's just not really always. And don't get me wrong, man. I never made that much money in my life in a month. So I was super jacked, super jacked. I mean, it was exciting as hell to read those figures. But then it's the next month, and then it just started to roll. And it's like, I got to slow this down. This is just getting out of control. Weird, I know, but it is what it is. It's just the way I feel. Maybe I'm just built a little bit different than some other people, but I think you'll find that although money is great, and I almost disagree with that the notion that money doesn't buy happiness. In a way, it doesn't buy happiness, but also in a way, it does. So I have lived to where I didn't have a pot to what in, to the point where I had to hawk everything just to pay the phone bill, to keep the heat on. We struggled 2 jobs, this, that, and the other. So, I paid all those dues. So to have a little bit of money definitely makes you happy. If you're a happy person, if you're just a miserable SOB, then yeah, money's not going to buy your happiness, because why would it? You're miserable anyway. So just because you have money doesn't mean a miserable person is going to become unmiserable. But if you're a happy person without money, think of how happy you'll be with a little bit of money. But how many people have won the lottery? Okay, millions, and look at what happened to them. Total collapse in everything. I mean, there are people that have committed suicide after winning millions because it was too much money for them, and they just couldn't handle it. Now I can handle it, but I would be inundated with problems, just with the government, and those are problems I don't want to have. So besides, like I said, besides the working, just the hours and stuff, who wants to do that? don't get me wrong. I love getting up 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys know I talk about it all the time. I'm in the gym at 6. I'm back home at 7:30, 8 to work. But I would like a day off, day or two off. I would like to start golfing a little bit, get back on the surf, to do some fishing again. I stopped doing that. Um, look, that's where I am. That's where I am. Yeah, 64, man. Who wants to work hard at 64? I don't. In this game is not an easy game. There's a lot of fugazi shit going on out there in the YouTube land. I know it for a fact. I know there's people buying. I know all that stuff for a fact, and I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to, be this guy did better than this guy, or why is this guy? I don't want to play that game. So, that's even another thing. YouTube's not an easy game. There's just a lot of shit going on. Yeah, enjoy, man. Look, regardless what you think, and you may come back as a rooster. Who knows? I mean, people believe everything, but you do only get one shot at this, and if you blow it, you blow it. You're not going to get a second chance that you know of. So why not do exactly what you want to do? If you want to work your ass off and make a lot of money, then do it. More power to you. If I was 40 or 35, I wouldn't be spewing these words. Trust me, I'd be a whole different person. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not. I'm very wise. I'm a very wise man. Overtime drop dead months after time. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, the next, it's just a place I don't want to go. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Money buys the freedom to pursue your dreams. I say all the time that, so I stay very in the now. Like, I am very in touch with who I am as a person, and what I'm doing. People lose focus on just their daily day to day. If you lose focus on your daily day to day, quite frankly, you're losing life. You're not getting it. You have to really stay in the now. And when I say the now, I'm talking the now. I'm talking right now. I'm not talking last week or tomorrow or next week. I'm talking this second. What are you doing now that is making you happy? So it is a great feeling to be able to pursue my dreams. My truck, we've talked about my truck. To finally get to buy that, is through hard work, and a dream. Although it doesn't mean as much, because it doesn't matter, because it's just an item. But to be able to travel, to be able to run off and go to Canada, or to be able to go to Vegas or go to Houston to meet people out there. I'm going to Mexico 2 months or a month and a half. So, all that stuff is why we work. And as long as you can afford to do that stuff, man, you're all set. But again, like, it all stays in the happiness. I know so many miserable friggin' people, man, that it's almost pathetic. It really is, because, man, if you're going to be miserable, then you're just missing out on everything. 100%. Yeah, I gotta go. I want to start to golf. There's just shit I want to do. And again, I don't think there's anybody, you have to feel this way too as a person. You feel that you're the luckiest person in the world. I feel I'm the luckiest person in the world. You know, um, Judge Webb, I know he feels like he's the luckiest person in the world. I know that because I see his posts. I see what he's posting, and he posts and without saying it, he's posting that he's the luckiest person in the world. Scotty too. Scotty posts about his grandkids, and to him, he's the luckiest person in the world, probably because of the grandkids. It's we all have to feel like we're the luckiest person in the world. And Scotty does have to get back to work. He's eating way too much. Yeah, you work as long as you want to work, man. It's your life. Retire when you want to retire. I wanted to retire now. I didn't want to wait till I was 67. Yeah, you know what though, Judge? You'll do it, man. You'll make it happen. Get a schedule, work that schedule, man. I was talking to my wife, telling I've been going to the gym now, and trust me, if you guys knew me when I in the if you guys knew me in the 80s, you'd be shocked. I was not like this in the 80s. I was a great person, but I was highly into drugs. I didn't go to the gym. Just it was all about the party, but the parties were good in the 80s. They weren't like the parties now. But now I've been going to the gym like 6, 7 years. I don't go to beef up, but I just go to get that blood flowing and to get moving. So Judge, when you retire, just have something that you enjoy doing, because you need something to get you out of bed every day. You don't want to retire and lay in bed till you're 9 to 9, 10 o'clock, because you never laid in bed till 9, 10 o'clock in your life. So why would you start? And I'm guessing that you haven't. So why start laying in bed when you retire? When you retire, it's time to get out and start doing things, not sit on the couch and watch TV. I don't even turn the TV on anymore. The only time I watch TV is a little bit at dinner. I'll watch a little bit at night before bed, and I'll usually close it out with King and Queens. I don't put the news on anymore. I don't need to hear all the negative bullshit anymore. We used to put on Eyewitness News in the mornings, every mornings. We don't do it anymore, because who needs to start their day with negative bullshit? Fill your life up with positivity, and everything else really will work out. There's CJ. I think I just talked about you, man. Yeah, yeah, no doubt about it, man. Get to enjoy. I'm guessing you're retired now, but enjoy. I'm happy and lucky to still be here. About half my friends are dead. As my daughter checks in, and I see my ranting, because when I start to talking about life, I can go on forever. While I was into a lot of meditation and Wayne Dyer's, Abraham Hicks, so I picked up a lot of stuff over the past 10, 12 years. A lot of good stuff to live by. Now I'm not active in that stuff anymore, but I still live it. Still live it. Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. I'm heading to the islands in about a month and a half. Just trying to get through these comments here. And there is my man 1047, always checking in. It's good to see him. G Pop. That is my there is no Gram Pop here. It is G Pop. And that is for the gallery. Yeah, it is adjustment, but if you're lucky enough to make it to retirement, man, because a lot of people aren't, then get up and do something. Join a gym. Go to the gym every day, man. Get a schedule. Take a hobby. I have tricked out my house with so many things to do over the years, from the pool to my garage to tinkering. Like I said, my truck, fishing. None of it involves watching TV. I never use an alarm clock. I wake up every morning. I am up, and when you wake up, get up. Every morning, man, I get up. I cannot wait to get up and get that first cup of coffee in me. Sit down on the computer. Yeah, the parties were hearty. There's no doubt about it. My daughter is a black belt, second degree, I think, third maybe. Of course, she doesn't remember any of it. Chewy Baca says, I'm retiring at the end of this year. My dad is 87 and still works 3 days a week as a baker. Got to keep moving, man. Got to keep moving. So I'm retired, but trust me, I'm working, man. I'm out here working, but I am having fun and I am in control of my destination now. There's no boss telling me when to turn the computer off. So I am totally in control of what I do. So, if I want to cut it down or ramp it up or this, that, and the other, or not work, I've told companies that I'm done. I don't want to work for you anymore. And there is my man Jay Booth checking in. And there's Adam checking in. I got the family all in the chat. Need a hobby when you retire, man. And that hobby could be cooking. But if you're going to cook and eat all that food, man, you better exercise. You're not going to last too long. I'm not saying you, Scotty. I'm just saying in general. You gotta, when you get older, man, you gotta try. And that doesn't mean I could die tonight, but give it a shot, by taking care of yourself. Give yourself the best shot. Negativity will kill you. I also don't watch the news in the morning anymore. First is your health, happiness, and money, and enjoy it. That's about perfect right there, Robert, isn't it? We goes to what I say. We all want the money, but if you're miserable, money doesn't matter. But if you've got some health and you've got some happiness, and then you get the money, that's a winning trifecta right there, man. There's not too many, when I'm doing something a little extra special, like maybe shooting off to Canada, going to Mexico, maybe going out to LV to see my guy CJ. That's a lucky I'm a lucky person to be able to do that. So, and I hope that luck goes, I hope we all, I hope we all get a chance to, live better at 60 than you did at 30. Because I think that's the way it's supposed to be. We all should struggle at 20. We all should struggle at 30. We all should struggle at 40, and then we should start coasting, because we worked hard for 30 years to get where we want to be, and then we should start coasting into retirement. And, I'm as happier now than I was back then. Judge says, technically been retired from the Air Force for 13 years, second pension vested in 5 months. There you go. And it shows that you're one positive MFer, man. I could see it in your posts. I see it in the posts, what people post of who's what. What you post is how you fill everything in you. And it's again, if you live in the negativity, man, it's not good. Yes, 100%, man. And look at them, barbecue pops throwing down, doing everything, in the studio and coming up with graphics. And then you got barbecue mama over there, doing her thing, and enjoying and watching the two kids, blossom up. Um, how happy are they? I can guarantee you they're happy people. Yeah, it's sad. I know so many unhappy people, man. I know you are, barbecue Mama G. I know you are. There you go, Kevin. You got it. I'm going to get rid of these chats, and then we are going to close out this show, man. I rambled our way right to that 7 o'clock. When I start talking about, there's probably one thing I can talk about more than barbecue, and that's just like life lessons and PMA and living in the now. Um, because I feel that stuff is so important, and I feel people don't appreciate life. I think they just take it for granted. They get up, they take a shower, they brush their teeth, they have some breakfast, they go to work. They walk around like this all day long. You see them everywhere. They're like drones. They got nothing going on, and by choice, all by choice. Anybody can have something going on. Anybody. I don't care. This is the world. Who can't go out there and make something happen. Your world is the same as my world. It's no different here in Jersey than it is in California or Alabama. It's all a world. It's like a playground out there. Go figure out something to do. Go, fishing here on the beach or fishing in Alabama at the lake. It's all good. Yep, when it's too late. When they're sick and in bed and not getting up because it's too late. And McCake, you know what? They keep us all hopping. To tell you the truth, I love it, man. I love it. I've blossomed. I've, you know, I've. It's not always. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know if I'm going to get into it here, but it's fun. It's fun watching people ride. Fun watching people quit everything and saying F it and going for it. It's fun to watch. With age comes wisdom. So tomorrow I'm going to do party ribs, but everyone does them now, but I did them about a year ago before they became popular. So I'm going to call these like the original party rib and revisit that recipe. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Yeah, shoot me an email, man. And I got an AHT. And that's it, man. I am right to the end. Whew, that was a long-winded spew. You can come back in next week for more of Tommy's life lessons, I guess you could say, with a little bit of barbecue sprinkled in. Yeah, we are going to end this. Keep track of this. Was a great show. I had a lot of fun talking to everybody. I hope people walk away with something when we get a little deep like that. That they turn their computer off and maybe make if they need to make a change. It's never too late to make a change. I started this gig up, when I was well into my 50s, so it is never too late to do something to make a change to make you happy. Not that I wasn't happy before this, but I'm certainly crazy happy now. But that is it, man. I'm going to close this one out. Have a great week. Have a great week. Robert, Barbecue Mama, M and K. Not sure if Kiki's still. I don't know. Kiki was doing some little bit of work around the house. Corrections. Wendy, Jay, Anthony, Uncle Pinks, Avatar 1047, Uncle Steve, if you're still in here, Kent, I appreciate you stopping by. Of course, Barret, my man Scotty, if I am forgetting anybody. I felt like the Bat 13, I felt like this was a good show. We talked about some good stuff, and we'll see if I'm here next week. See if I'm here next week. I'll post something up. You'll see it. Then just join me. That's it, man. Of course, if anybody has any questions, shoot my email. And that is it. Have a good week, and we will all see you